Okay.
Mr. Francis Tiong.
Yes.
My name is Simon. I'm a shareholder.
Okay. Of course you are shareholder, otherwise you would be.
I could be a proxy.
Oh, okay, okay.
I've been here for a few sessions.
Few years.
And notice you have been talking about your monetization of the digital.
Yes.
And notice your growth within 1% every year. So in this digital industry, you can't have this 1% growth when your overall business is dropping. So I notice you have put a lot of effort in your digital expansion, but
I hear you. Okay.
the result is not there. So I'm wondering, when you say your income is 4% of your total revenue, that revenue pure advertising or there are other business? Do you have is it pure advertising only or
Digital advertising.
So you don't have other component on the digital? Yes.
In Malaysia, we have a little bit of this e-subscription revenue. Excuse me, I think you are putting me uneasy. We have advertising partly, we have the e-subscription, and we have the e-commerce in Malaysia. But, like I said, the takeoff in Malaysia is much slower compared to in my Hong Kong for the digital. Hong Kong today, we are already over 20% purely digital income. And this digital income, again, has changed a lot in the last 2 to 3 years. Gone are the days you are talking about banners, you are talking about all this. Today, 90%, or maybe 80%. 80% of the digital revenue comes from the video plays. Video, short video. And the cost of this production actually has come down quite a lot. So in other words, you will see that you go on any Facebook, you go on any website, you see a lot of this short video trying to sell the product or to promote the product. So in this area, when I look at the figures that we have, the pocket times, the video reach that we have, I think it's quite meaningful that we should start embarking, going out to sell. I also noticed that the digital agency, advertising agency in Malaysia has only just started. You know, the newspaper or this print advertising in the past, they go through this big advertising agency and then they allocate to all the various newspapers. But digital advertising agency, there are, but it's not really taken off yet. And that is why the digital revenue in Malaysia is still relatively small. But I think that is going to change very fast. It's just like Hong Kong, only in the last 2 to 3 years, is an uptick, huge spike on these advertising dollars in the digital space. And I am not so sure the TV, whether it's free to air, whether it's paid TV, is going to enjoy that kind of situation in the coming years. Because in Hong Kong, you will notice that the TV are the ones they are really hit also by this video advertising. Because you just take one advertising up from the TV, which is usually very expensive, they call it per spot, for how many seconds you have to pay, and you delete and you put it to all the newspapers video, everyone will reach. So the reach, if it is good, and the penetration is good, and is very successful, then the advertising, the video advertising in all the media industry is going to be very, very competitive and going to be very cheap. And the effectiveness is there. In Malaysia, you probably may notice that, you know, I don't know whether these are 4G or whatever, how effective it is. So the streaming of the video quality, when I put it on my smart device, I have to see that it's very good. For the first time, I see somehow today on the screen, this kind of, whether they change the screen or whether they change the software, this is far more clearer than previous years. So the quality of that kind of advertising or promotion is very, very important for the advertisers and for the viewers to see. If I download instead of say 3 seconds, and you have to wait for 30 seconds for the ad to download, I'm not going to wait for 30 seconds for the thing to download and I want to see what it is. So I think that the device is important. The quality of the ad, of the video is also very, very important. And Malaysia, I think, is slowly catching up on that aspect. So I hope going forward, with this kind of traffic that we have in the digital space, I am sure we can be a very, very serious player, especially in the Chinese language market. I see no reason why we cannot capture a big chunk if the advertising dollars is there. I cannot see why.
Second question, social strategy. I don't think in your presentation.
Yes.
All Chinese newspaper.
Yes.
Number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4.
That is Malaysia.
I'm not taking Malaysia. So four newspapers.
Yeah.
In terms of advertising revenue of these 4, is 30% of the Chinese market.
Correct.
So
73%.
Okay. So fifth newspaper is getting 35%. That means it's independent newspaper getting 35% of the revenue if you work on your formula.
Yeah.
So I notice if that's the case, why do you need 4 newspapers? And one more thing, your Nanyang Sabah will be 84,000 readers. It's a loss-making, definitely loss-making. And the other one is your Huamin.
Huamin in the north.
Number 3. So basically, what you should think of, because your print is coming down all the way.
Yeah.
What you should keep 2 papers good enough. What for you have 4 papers and these 2 is not contributing any profit to you. Then you can consolidate the position. It's a declining market. You should be more aggressive in your strategy to reduce cost.
Yes.
So, because I see your fifth player enjoy the benefit because you have 4 papers.
Okay.
35% of the share.
I think here it's not only the fifth player; it's all the other players. All the other players. It's not only one, but there are still small other players. Yeah. Some are in East Malaysia, Sabah and Sarawak, So I think that is a way, if you look at that, I think there are also other small players. And some, of course, is only, when you talk about fifth player, it's only fifth paper. But there are also other magazines, monthly magazines, and there are also many other areas that they are only small petty areas. Sometimes, like I said, the ADX is one guideline figures, one guideline. They don't take into the discount of what other people are giving. Let's say, for example, my page rate is 10,000, and I give the maximum discount, say 10%. So my net is 9,000, and my dollars reflected in this ADX is 90% accurate. But for the smaller players, they can have this list price, also say not as expensive, maybe 1,000. But they can discount it down to, okay, I only charge 200. So the discount is 80%. So 80%, but in the ADX, they don't take into consideration of the 80%. They still give them the 1,000. So that actually the figure, when you take a look at it, you have to understand how it's been derived. It's the space times the list price on what you have. So I think that explains a little bit on that. I'm quite pretty sure we are way in the head of the mid 80s, if not 90s% of the whole advertising dollars market of the Chinese language. I think. In Hong Kong, it's even worse. You know what is the discount? Over 90% in Hong Kong. So you see that the ADX is 100 billion or whatever it is. Definitely it's not the case. Because all the listed company added up is only about 10 to 50 billion. So how can there be an ADX market of 100 over billion? That is a way inflated ADX figures compared to that. Now, coming to the strategies, on the 4 papers, are we talking about it ourselves? Yes, we have been watching very closely. But our 4 papers positioning, reaching the readers are very different. Xinqiu and this China Press, as a matter of fact, they cover about 70% of the market, Chinese market. So you can ask, why do you have to keep, the other 2, which is less than 30% of the market? And how much cost can you save? So we are doing that kind of exercise all the time to look at it. Will there be a time that the consolidation have to happen? My answer is we don't rule that out. When the day comes, it's no longer making sense to continue on this basis, then we have to take the decision at that time. But in the meantime, I think the reach of the readers are different. We still continue to make sure that it can survive. So if we still continue for a long term, then we cannot afford, and when we come into the crunch of a survival, then we have to take the necessary decision and appropriate decision to happen.
Look at your account. Full year is considered reasonable.
Yeah.
But you look at the quarterly result. 31st March 2017, you make 3 million off. Compared to the usual profit of 20 million. So there's a big drop in March 2017.
Yeah.
So the day already come, unless you have turned around. If you look, and just how the gentlemen have shown, 5 years all the way.
It's not looking good, I know.
So if this are track, you are not growing your up. You have a very high operation cost and keeping four top child itself and do it. That will bring your operating.
Yes, I think we are fully aware that when we merge Xinqiu and Nanyang and this Mingbao, you will notice that the number of staff in Malaysia, I think at that time was 4,000 something when we merged in 2008, and now it's down to around 3,000. Around 3,000. So has actions been taken over the years? Definitely there is. In Hong Kong, I can remember more clearly. We used to be around 1,400 for the group. And today, we are less than 1,000, inclusive all overseas operations. So, needless to say, the productivity and the efficiency has to be looked at. So, when the advertising dollars or the income is not there, we have to find ways, of cost cutting. Like I said, I know we have gone through many rounds of cost cutting, but there is also certain, there comes a time that, cost cutting is already meaningless. You are already cutting to the bones. There is no more meat to be cut. There is nothing to be skinned anymore. So, yes, I think last 2-3 years, you will notice that the situation is actually making, I think, worse, a little bit more worse compared to the previous years. And this is purely, I think, because of new players coming in, taking a chunk of it, they try to make their presence known of it. Will this go away anytime soon? Honestly, we don't think that they will just die and go. We have to fast track. I think things that we don't see that impact so much, and now that it has changed so much, I think we have to take more drastic decisions ahead. So there is a board meeting end of this month, and I think on the agenda, strategic of the group going forward in the different this operation center. I think that is one of the serious topic we have to address. So we definitely are not sitting there complacent of what we have and not doing anything. Be rest assured that any corporate or any management, I think, need to be aware of what is happening. But then again, if you look at the media sectors, not only in Malaysia, I think to be fair, look at the region and not so much on the global sense, but looking at the region, look at the SPH in Singapore is also a monopoly situation. I think if you look at the annual report in the last 5 years, I don't think they are deviating much from us. Star is also another candidate they have been doing also relatively. We are in the same boat, and if there is any trick they can turn the thing around, I am sure we are more than willing to look at it. Whatever cost it is, we are going to invest in that trick and make it turn around and make it better. So I think there are transition. To me, this is a transition period. The media landscape is changing. So how well we can cope to survive and to stay strong or to capture the future. I think that is the critical question. No easy solution, no easy answer. Otherwise, there won't be so many media companies globally affected. The only two things that you can take a note of it. Number one, Washington Post, after being acquired by Bezos, I think is turning around. Don't forget that that happens is because they have a massive team of technology support from the Amazon group or from the Bezos group. That is one thing. Two, you will notice that a lot of the media companies start outsourcing. We do not like to go into or jump into that step because that is a very painful exercise. It won't be able, when you do outsourcing everything, where is your loyalty? Where is the asset of your people? These people, if you are only on contract basis, they can be easily snatched and picked up by somebody else to start another thing, and it will be more painful for you in time to come. So these kind of changes, short-term immediate results, but it can be a long-term high risk-taking exercise. So we have to be very careful. We have to be very careful. We have to know what we are doing is affordable risk we can take, and make sure that we ride the storm and make sure that we can come out strong. I think that's we have to be responsible as the management to our shareholders and these readers. So you will notice that we do not want to compromise the quality. As a matter of fact, all newspapers are also changing now. Gone are the days is general paper. You have everything. You give up the readers. You think they need. You just give it to them. It doesn't happen that way anymore. The product has to be distinctive. At least 20% or 30% of your content is different from others, so that people will willing to pay for you for what they want to read. And it's a lot of customization, tailor-made to the readers what they want. I don't need all this rubbish, please don't send it to me. I only want this. They tick the boxes and you just give them whatever, the instant news, the breaking news, the related news, the related articles that they want. So the world is changing. The world is changing. And we have to keep up with it or adapt to the changes. Otherwise, we cannot survive. So it's a big question. I know that these figures, putting it there, we are happy to explain. I'm not happy. You see that, we dropped at least 10.1% compared to other languages. English is 19%, Malay is 15.3%. Are we happy? Of course not happy. We are doing a little bit better by those figures compared to the others. But by all means, we are still in the same boat. It's a sinking boat that you have to fix. Right.
But the other thing, I noticed your lot of